Hello. I was listening to some gibberish bullshit from women. Women try to claim, this is what they claim. Yeah, I gotta let that air flow a little bit, it's hot right now. I'm gonna plug it in over there. Okay. So I'm watching. What is this? So this is a woman talking about men and women should have friends, or it doesn't have to have friends from the opposite sex. So she talks about that women that have lots of guy friends don't have sex with them. I said women have lots of guy friends for one or two fucking things: to use them or to use them. Well, I say one to two things because it's all the same. That's what they do. Men do the same thing. I don't have any motherfucking girlfriends that are not fucking hot that I want to fuck. It's that simple.
And I didn't bring an umbrella.
Like, I literally see girls going to the gym, they're really fucking hot, and they have one ugly ass fucking dude friend that dude literally thinks, because he's going to think it, he's gonna think, what? That he's gonna get pussy. Why is he with them? You're with a bunch of girls, bro. Girls don't do the same things guys do. That's the only reason why guys are with women, is because they think that they can get something out of it. Vice versa. Yeah, men have a bunch of ugly guy friends. But if they had a really hot guy friend, they'd be fucking the shit out of them. And yes, they would. They'd be fucking the shit out of them. Because they make up every excuse to get that dude to bend her over. It's fucking hilarious.
Really cheers a guy up.
And trust me, I see it all the time at the gym. I went to the gym last night because I was off work. I went later. There's literally a whole bunch of fucking girls with like one fucking dude with them, or it was like three dudes with one girl with them. It's unbelievably blowing how fucking ridiculous that people want to think it's okay to have a bunch of guys friends. No, that girl is literally there for pure attention. She wants mass attention. She has no idea what the fuck she's doing just because you're not with dudes. You know, or good, yeah, it's because you're not with dudes. But the thing is, when you're with dudes, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. I kind of skipped around there, but. That's kind of the whole point. Like, you're supposed to be the same sex, the same sex understand each other a lot more.
Stop me! I double dare you!
Like, men don't understand women are shit. Overly feeling men do to a certain extent, but them men are the ones that are probably more or less likely to try to have sex with that woman. Just because he's feminine as fuck, but he wants to recognize a woman by being a woman. But that's not how you get fucking pussy as a man. Women fucking hate feminine fucking dudes. They despise them as bitches. They call them pussies for a reason. And it essentially blows my mind when I see a feminine dude hanging out there like it.
Found ammo.
I mean, obviously, if you're in control of the situation, but most times these guys are just there. You just see that they're just there. They look weak, pathetic. They're just there, and they're always like the fat fucking loser guys that literally don't do nothing.
Guess I won't be working on my tan.
They're like, well, I have to understand women. Motherfucker, ain't nothing to understand. You don't understand anything. Yeah, I gotta keep my fan on. It is hot as fuck in my room. Yeah, I gotta. Should get my fan more farther away from me. Yeah, it's too damn hot in my room. I gotta keep giving blowjobs. Yeah, it's gonna be loud, but whatever. And like, so.
T-minus 10 seconds until you're
And I see these things a lot.
Oh, thank you, me.
Especially, like I said, when you go to the gym and that, I just see it all the time. And then when I see a group of boys, you know, young men and that, they're cool as fuck together. They're chillaxed, they're laid back. They're not, you know, sitting there, you know, staying there like a fucking dumbass. They're actually chilling with each other in that, because guys play a lot differently than women do. Women are definitely, you know, I just literally just got killed at 3. Dude, they jumped the shit out of me. But yeah. Because men don't do that. Yeah, men don't sit there and play that game. We don't like playing that game. We don't. We don't like playing that whole back and forth game. Women betray each other very, very quickly compared to men. Like, men do it too because you know why they do it? It's because they're feminine. They're emotional. Masculine men never betray other masculine men. There's too much honor. And that's the difference between women and men when it comes down to that. That's the reason why if you have the opposite sex with you and that,
Gotcha.
a real honorable man will instantly call you a bitch. Like, dude, why are you hanging out with women for? Well, you know, we're friends, and we'll be like, they're not friends with you. They're just using you like they use everybody else. Women always use people. If they're modest, they won't. But fuck, you know, modesty is very, very, very tiny bit.
Back down.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more sets just waiting.
Right on.
It's like, you act like women fucking give a fuck about modesty. They get easy attention. As soon as a girl finds out they got tits and they find out they got nice ass, they get so much easy attention from fucking everybody.
Probably a bad time to take a selfie.
You can tell by how the way they dress.
Get in. Oh, suck it. Bang, you're
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. So the girl that has modesty won't dress like she's showing off everything and anything. A woman with no modesty at all, which is I would say maturity, they show off everything and anything because they might have confidence in their bodies. But then we'll talk about the 4 powers. Well, I call it the 4 powers.
Recalibrating.
So these are the powers that everybody abides by, no matter who the fuck you are. It doesn't matter. Mental, physical, spiritual, and materials. So, and materialism is normally where everybody seems to fall in line with eventually, you know, because we live in a materialistic world. But when you look at it from all these perspectives and that, you start to understand why do people do specific things. You ever just seen someone that's just really fucking physical? He's in really good shape and that, but he's not as mentally strong. Not saying he can't be mentally strong too, but more or less like you fall in that line when you're, you know, developing.
weapon here.
You're gonna develop, and you know, someone's gonna end up being too mental. and low physical. And you got the people that are, you know, true physical or high mental and low physical. But then they kind of just like, through time, they kind of just add up. You know, they eventually balance things out a little bit.
Found a weapon.
And now everybody's materialistic. Everybody's materialistic. But how much materialistic are you? You know, you buy little things and that. You like buying things to show off and shit. You know, that's what I know it comes down to.
I'm a natural. Someone call a cleaner.
You know, like if I look at someone that's really materialistic, they love materialism. They put emotions into materialism. I talked about before in my, you know, a little long ago stream.
Easy.
I was like, people normally, are they going upstairs for? Oh, I guess I don't know. I'm down there. They do one or two. They go through the cycle of materialism, but how much emotions they put into it depends on how much they, you know, react to it altogether. So if you throw a lot of emotions into something, so to speak, that you bought, and you say, I don't want anyone to touch this, this is mine, and then someone touches and breaks it, you feel like you lost something of yourself, which is, you know, potentially fucking retarded, but, you know, people insist on doing that shit. So, when you don't care about stuff as much and you buy something because you need it, but if you buy something because you want attachment of emotions to it, because it makes you feel good that you bought something, but you attach too much to it. Say like, it makes you feel good to buy food, but I ingest the food. I like buying food, but I don't like buying it when I don't want it.
Watch out, cloaked enemy.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back.
Cover your ears, siren. Oh, suck it.
You know, it's like if someone buys something, they put super heavy ass emotions into it, and they freak the fuck out when something happens to it. Yeah, that's just a prime example of what I'm talking about.
You're not this good.
Like it's, and they don't care about anybody else, but that like they can't live without it. Like they're so obsessed with it. This is what I call like intensive, like I call it. I mean, fuck, I would call it a junkie addict. Someone that's a junkie. They're addicts. No matter what, they're addicts towards everything. They put emotions into materialistic things way more than anything else, and they go obsessively ape shit if something they believe that broke or something in general, and they freak the fuck out.
Anyone
And
need
people are
ammo?
like, well, people
Oh,
might ask,
thank you,
I
me.
understand, you know, why they do that, you know. It's just like, but to people, they'll harm people and hurt people and use people, but they don't care, like, whatever, you know. That's the fuck up thing about it. So if someone says, you know,
Well, almost
that they're selfish when they use these terms,
out of that area.
and people are very selfish, they only care about themselves. But they want to get into a relationship, but obviously I tell them you're fucking retarded because that makes no sense.
No more opening for you.
Like, why do you want to get in a relationship with someone
Done here.
when you're selfish?
Suck it.
You're all about your fucking self.
They really want through that door.
You know, so when you go down this line of like, what the fuck's going on with these people and that, they're just, well, first off, they're fucking psychopaths.
You've got to admire their persistence. Well, they look fun.
And say when you deal with psychopaths,
Kiss on the Snapchat.
well, fuck me, dude, they're crazy. Why are they crazy? Because they only care about themselves. They believe in things that don't even like really fucking matter.
As long as helping you somehow. Is this some sort of prank?
And then when they get fucking mad, they get furiously mad, and it becomes kind of hilarious, honestly, because it's just fucking stupid. And they're all like, why the fuck are you so mad? And then they can't even explain why they're mad. It's like, I'm just angry because, you know, they'll make up something.
I'm a natural.
And you make up a lot of shit, though.
Surprising.
That's going back to the, you know, the four powers. You know, you go through this cycle throughout your whole entire life. You figure out what you want to do.
It was hard to steal this many.
And then you sit there and you go through it over and over and over and over and over again. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do one of the four anyway. And most times you'll probably do all four of them eventually. When you get to the point of understanding. That's all it comes down to. It's just all about the understanding. I need to get something to drink. So like with me in that, I was mental. I was actually highly spiritual first. Very high spiritual. I went to the mental side of it. And then I went to the physical side of it. And there's certain orders you can take it. Why I say spiritual first? Because I always believed in God. I always believed in Christ. I always believed in Jesus. Even when I was a little kid and that, you know, I mean, we went to church now, but most people in the 90s that went to church. The reason why church started going down that because church made a bad name for itself. You know, churches start sprouting up, and when Jesus actually talked in that, he said, you know, for churches that sit there and, you know, and take money in that, you know, and they want to sit there and use that money for their own selfish needs instead of using it for other people and that. So like the but yeah, you start seeing these struggles with people. And people will always sit there and try to make things worse than what they are. Or they'll try to make them look better than what they are. You know. I mean, I'm sure someone said that saying before. Oh, you're trying to make it worse than what it is. Like Karens, for instance. Karens, you know, the bitchies of women. You know. You call them Karens for a reason. You know. Because there was a lady that was named Karen and she was just a total fucking bitch. So they adopt the word Karen to specifically explain why is this person so fucking stupid. And I love, the one thing I have to say I love the most is when I see women going against Karens. It brings me so much satisfaction. So much satisfaction to see like an actual modest woman. It's just like, stop being such a fucking whore. I mean, going, like, if I went up to the gym and that, and if I was a woman and that, I just wear normal clothes and shit, I probably would already be married and probably already had kids and that. I go up to the gym and that, probably with my kids and shit, and I'm like, I tell the women, like, what the fuck are you wearing? Well, this is new gym attire, you know, you gotta wear this stuff and then you go to the gym and that. And I'm like, Why don't you just wear fucking sweatpants and a fucking shirt and just put on like a bra? Like a nice good support bra on that. You know, or just don't wear a bra at all, obviously. Get fucked with my beginning guns, bitch. Yeah, these guns were never upgraded, I'd be fucking dead. That's pretty nice. Dude, headshots fuck up with this gun. My god, it takes like 20% of their health. Oh, so good. That breeze. I know it's loud as fuck. You probably hear that buzzing sound. I'll try to keep the mic as close to my fucking mouth as I can. But yeah, like when you go through these cycles and that and understanding life, it's just so beautiful how life is all together.
I'm a natural.
And like when you start to understand it more and more and more, God, it gets so interesting too. Cause you're just sitting there like,
Right on. Just a second, asshole.
that'd be straight.
Sniper in the
Badass down the way. Ow, fuck, bitch. Bah, bah. Bah. But yeah, once you get closer to understanding life itself, use the 4-power method. You know, it's not even a method. Just understand how people are. If they put emotions into like materialistic shit too much in that, you know, and then you want to understand why. Like, I'm very curious why you doing that. And then they want to get all mad and shit about, you know, certain things. You know, I went through the experience with Max, and I researched every single thing that happened. You know, I'm not the guy that sits there all day and just always asks why. I actually want to, not, like, I ask why a lot, but, like, I want to understand what's really going on, how we're going to be able to, say, adapt ourselves to the world around us. So when you look at it from all these different perspectives, you can just put your own little thing in. I do use the power of 4 because it's like, you know, physical, mental, spiritual, materialistic. As soon as you put all these things in, you know, you start understanding, like, okay, people that are really physical in that, say that women and men that are really physical in that get tremendous amount of attention up front. You know, because they're healthy in that, they got big butts, big muscles in that, or whatever it is, perky boobs and pecs and shit for guys in that. And they walk around, they dominate the majority of just looks altogether. Because they have to, it's just how it is. I know there's a little bit right there. There you go. Ow.
I'm a natural.
Run, motherfucker, run. Nice, I'm 25 now. What is his last perk? Your perk weapon can't run out of ammo. Your perk weapon will shoot 3 times faster, reload in real time. So the other one says you can't run out of ammo, but you shoot slow as fuck. See, this is what I like about the fire bat. Fire bat gets never on ammo, but you shoot in real time, and it's fucking ridiculous. Why have that? That like doesn't do nothing. Cause you shoot slow as fuck. You won't even get much ammo out anyway. Like you can't shoot that fast, so you can't pump it out. I mean, you say you shoot 3 times faster.
Got ammo here.
You reload in real time. I'll just take that. That unlimited one's fucking stupid. It's good for one-shot weapons, cause you might be able to sneak off. You know.
Pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die.
You know, a couple of shots off. Powerful weapons and that, but you don't have a lot of one-shot guns. Not really. I don't think they do. But yeah, I know I changed my shit around now. Let's talk about the women with, you know, having guy friends and that. But so the obvious thing is, women that have guy friends, one or two things. They call them however they want to. These are feminist women, not even feminist women. They're just stupid women online that make up shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're stupid. And they say things that don't make any fucking damn sense.
Watch out! Right on. Oh shit! Gotcha! I'm making the best mess ever!
I forgot this is.
Locking this baby down. They really want through that door.
And then we'll pile up there.
Oh, suck it! These guys must be selling cookies. Who ordered the stripograms?
Nice. Kinda wish the doors ever broke. You could just repair them again.
Bang! You're dead. Nice, huh?
This place is fucking huge. Just imagine building this place. Like, how long would it take to build them all?
Got a weapon here.
Like, that'd be fucking hilariously, like, a cool story. Like, you're building, like, 5 gigantic fucking houses. Actually, more than that, it'd be like 50 houses. Ammo! Pow! There's a lot of these motherfuckers here.
Bye, monster. Oh, suck it!
Yeah, that works a lot better. Be able to reload in real time is very helpful.
Nice, huh?
Itchy. Yeah, I'm a little stiff and sore right now. Worked out really fucking good yesterday. This fucking like high school bullshit night. There's a whole bunch of fucking high school fucking people there.
Found
A
ammo.
whole bunch of fucking dudes prowling around, looking, smelling girls' farts all damn day, and then you had a whole bunch of like women there, fuck a little girls there, like God. Oh, they're very, very, you know, attractive looking young ladies that, you know, can't say no, you know, the way they look and that. Most women at that age always look really attractive. The stuff they were wearing, that, my God, I seen so many girls walking with like super tight white shirts, and they got fucking their boobs pushed all the way up, and that it's just fucking hilarious. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, don't you girls understand? You're just at a fucking gym to lift weights. Like, and the girls are like ostriches. They're fucking extremely attractive, and like it's just like they're walking around, you know. The boobs are all bounced all over the place now because they wear like a little light bras and some wear like, you know, sports bras and shit. You know, the guys came and look at all the fucking same. Women's the only creature in this world that do everything to show off anything. like there's this one chick here. She came in. She's an older woman. Beautiful curled hair. Like she had beautiful blonde curled hair. And I was actually really fucking hot. I can't lie. You know, she's probably in her 20s.
Got ammo here.
And she came in. She has a big, huge ass. And guess what? She had to show it off. And like she had to show off her ass. Her ass was so thick, it was pretty fucking obviously like, what the fuck, are you serious? Like, girl, your ass is fucking gigantic. You already got a big, huge fucking booty on you. You don't need to try to show it off. Cause you wear this tight ass, pink, like fuzzy outfit or whatever it is. It's skin fucking tight. And her ass was just like bulging out. In general, bulging out, and she like split her fucking ass in half to show each ass cheek off. And I'm just sitting there, woman, you are at a fucking gym with a whole bunch of fucking teenage boys and shit. I get it, you know, but like, and then, you know, and I guess girls can go play my guys come in with short sleeves on and shit. And that guys that actually lift fucking weights don't normally show off that much. Like some guys do, because that's just their mindset. Like I don't come in with massively tight clothes on, only sometimes. And that's because it's summertime, and some of the shirts I have are a little tight on me, so I wear them. But like, my God, it's like, but I exercise really hard. I don't fucking try to get anybody's attention though. So it doesn't matter about what I wear, because I'm not trying to get attention from anybody. But sometimes, you know, I'll get a glare at me or it'll smell off. I got a couple girls, and this one girl was wearing like all black. Like, it was like,
I found ammo.
she had skin tight stuff on that, but she didn't like curve it in between her booty cheeks to make it separate. She just had a normal fucking thing on without showing so much ass. I don't know how that's even comfortable to have stuff in between your fucking ass cheeks, and you're sitting there walking around with basically a fucking wedgie, and you're all like, you do it on purpose. It's not like you put it on and you're just like, your crease is there. Unless they got it made like that, to where like you tuck each butt cheek in each thing, which I'm sure they probably do, because God forbid people will pervert it. That's just more fucking perverted. You got girls in them. That's what makes it really funny. Because I kept on looking at her and I kept on like tilting my head back and that. Like I would do it all the time, and I don't like when women look at me. There's too many of them there, and I try to ignore eye contact as much. Like I'll look at them a little bit here and there, you know, because I have to. I'm a man. But like I just get so annoyed. I get so annoyed. I'm just like, damn, dude, like there's so many more. There's so much attractive women. And like just like, hey, what the fuck? And I look at all the guys in that, like he had one kid that are coming there like maybe like 14, like 13 to 14 years old and that, trying to lift weights and that. It was adorable, you know, because they're really young and that. I see them like in high school and that, and like this one kid, I guess he's a wrestler or something like that. He has a really hot girlfriend. I'm guessing he's probably at least 17 or 18. He comes in with his girlfriend, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. Just some girl that just probably wants to fuck him and that. And like they don't work out at all. He goes in there to mingle with her. And like I walk by and I'm just sitting there like looking at them. I'm like doing my exercises and that, you know. And when a guy walks in that's, you know, got muscle on them, it looks like their body's starting to really develop a lot. You get eyes on you, no matter what the fuck you do. You can sit there and just sit there, and you're gonna get eyes on you, because the physique always shows with your progress by how hard you fucking look, because you look the way that you work. I gotta do some walking. I gotta move around a little bit. Turn this fucking loud ass thing off. So like, you know, and as I was walking, he must live close to me, because as I was walking down the street and that, going to the gym, I saw him and one of his friends. They had a book bag on, and they had their tees on. They're walking down the fucking street and that. And the guy's built. I mean, he's pretty built in that, you know, really skinny and shit. That's how you can kind of tell he's got a little bit of mass on him and that. But I'm just sitting there like, when I look at people like that, it's like you have so much progression that you can do, but you're worried about all this emotional entire bullshit with fucking women. Like you're like, dude, I'll tell you what. When I went to the gym, say like with my ex, I went to the gym like twice. I went to a Planet Fitness where she lived at, and then I went to like an Exist or something like that, or Edge Fitness or whatever the fuck it was. I wanted to keep on going. She didn't. So I went in there. She was thinking that she was gonna get all this attention on her. You know, we were lifting weights together. We started with lat pull downs. I started doing lat pull downs and that. And I'm really happy I developed my back a lot more since then. And we did bench press and shit like that. And you know, we never went back. And like we're always around that area. I'm like, well, let's go get a quick workout in. Let's go do some, you know, legs today or something like that. You know, but she was always trying to compare to me. You know, she's a very competitive woman, but you're comparing yourself to a man that's just stronger than you. I'm genetically stronger in general, you know, than most men, just because of my genetics. I always had that. You know, I'm always very say ballsy, so to speak. I don't mind doing stuff that's kind of like I guess not really hurtful, but like I deal with extremes a lot easier. And so we went to the gym and that. We lifted weights and that. You know, and she really liked how strong I was. You know, we were talking about that. You know, but she didn't want to lift weights. All she wanted to do is like she wanted to talk to me in that. But she did her own thing, but she kept comparing herself to me. And this is what I dislike so much with a lot of masculine women. I know I'm changing the subject over, but like I'll throw this in there. When you deal with a masculine woman who wants to be competitive with a man, and they actually fucking dislike you because you could do more than them in general, and they get really fucking upset. Yeah, that's the point. Like, you want your man to be strong. You should be proud of how strong your man is. You should be proud, you know, or honor that you're like, my man can bench press over 400 pounds. He's a fucking big dude. He takes care of things. So going back to all this stuff, and then like, this boy comes in and that, and he has a super hot girlfriend, and like, and she glances at me every now and again because I look at her and she's really fucking attractive, which I don't think that they're actually dating. He just like follows her around like a bitch boy, and like, and I like to explain this to young men. If you don't make a move on a woman fast enough, and they friend zone your fucking ass because they know that you're just easy for attention, and and some of them might actually want to have sex with you, but sometimes they get turned off. Well, you know why they get turned off? Because you're a bitch. They don't like bitches. They deal with bitches of their own. They deal with female bitches. Deal with male bitches? Yeah, that's why you don't get fucking pussy. Like, this dude's literally like sitting there, and I don't know if they do nothing or not, but I can just tell he seems always frustrated. He's not chalant. He's jealous. When you see a jealous man, like when I look at another dude that's in better shape than me, you know, I get competitive. I compare myself to them. If they have bigger arms than me, I look how big my arms are. I say, okay, well, they haven't got any bigger in the last fucking 6 months. So I have a chance of being bigger because I say I have better genetics. A lot of people say I got gigantic fucking arms. Like, well, because I work out my triceps. My triceps work out my triceps a lot. Now I'm trying to operate and hit biceps more, and now I'm getting good at biceps. I do lower weights, maybe like up to like 20 pounds, and I get really good pumping. And I have been. That's what I did in the last couple of weeks. And that try to formulate my exercises based upon what I want to build. So if I go lighter weight, which means I have to be more upfront with using more bicep and that. Like some people put up all this heavy weight, and then when they lift, they're literally like lifting with their shoulders or lifting with their whole body and that, their whole upper body instead of just lifting with the bicep. So you're doing too much weight. Your bicep's not actually connecting well enough. Even though it's kind of crazy that people love doing bicep exercises. I don't know why, but they do. Maybe they think that it makes them makes their arms look bigger. It does. But the way that we look at why do people like don't understand how to lift? You go to the gym and you always want to find the guy that has changed. So like if I go to the gym, people see my results. They always will because I don't fuck around. Go to the gym, I put my earbuds, I'm listening to fucking like old rock music and that from like the 80s and shit. So I got really into Warhammer, Space Marines and that, so they have a lot of these music that like, Man of the World or something like that, or Men of the World, and it's a very heavy beat it, drum, it's like battle cry, it's battle cry music. And it involves me into its high bass, really masculine vocals and shit. So I'm sitting there like, and I'm thinking about Space Marines and shit, how jacked Space Marines are. They're injected with stuff, based like super steroids. But like, they call them muscle enhancers. They don't call them steroids. And it's just funny though, because you think about it, like, okay, so I look at the scene on one of the chapters in that, one of the guys, oh yeah, when you get your suit and that Titus does, dude's like all torn up. Like he has all these like metal emplacements in him and that. His back is so fucking huge. He's just like a 10-foot tall, like 900 pound fucking man. Gigantic as fuck. Like, imagine how powerful you would be being at that height and that. Like you weigh like 900 fucking pounds. You weigh more than a fucking car. And like that like when you look at normal human beings, you literally tower over them. It's not like you're a couple inches taller than them, like in real life. You know, if I see a guy that's like 6'5" and that, I'm almost kind of close to 5'11". You know, he'll be 6 inches taller than me. 6 inches, you know, it's a good distance. Imagine if they're like 4 feet taller than you. You're sitting there looking at them like, holy fuck, like, and they're just fucking massive people. That's how I engage my workouts. I literally walk in like I'm someone that I'm not, but I know I can get stronger. I want to walk in with pure strength and masculinity up the ass. I only do with my earbuds on. When my earbuds are off, I can't work out worth shit. My focus goes away. It always does. Like even at work and that, if I take off my earbuds, I'll start communicating more and get my focus will turn on other things. But when I put my earbuds on and I'm listening to my music and that, I completely focus on my music and my job. And I figured that out about myself. I'm like, okay, so I enjoyed that. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, that's perfect. Because I know if I walk in my job, that's the first thing I do. I look at things to do in that. I don't like to conversate too much. Every once in a while, I'll say, hey, what's up, and that, stuff like that. Most times people don't respond to me anyway, but what it is what it is. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And sometimes they'll feel comfortable to come up to me and talk to me now because I've done it to them multiple times. And like, I'm starting to break through with certain things. So like right now, and that it's just little things. But once I put my left earbud in, and I'll listen to music and that, I get so into working that I don't pay attention to anything else because my mind's already thinking about you know music. I'm just sitting there jamming. I don't fucking care about what everybody else is talking about. I care about what I'm doing personally, and that's how I am at the gym. Without earbuds, it's really possible because the music at the gym fucking sucks ass. It's always some fucking shitty beat music and that. There's no masculine fucking battle cry music that you're all like sitting there getting super pumped up. And there's a bunch of janky ass rap, Taylor Swift, and all this stupid gay shit that no one gives a fuck about. It's just stupid. You guys gotta listen to heavy beat, talking about beating people up, talking about, do you feel masculine? Fucking listen to it. But God forbid you can't have that because masculinity's down. You go to all the gym and that they listen like, I remember when like Ronnie Coleman went to gym, they listen to like heavy ass fucking strong rap. Like it was really like, being strong and not being a pussy and that. This is how we regulate our lives through what we know, through what we hear and see and all that. And that's one of the things that I talk about is your senses on what you hear and what you see, and that's how you develop yourself. And so if we go through these cycles and that in life, once you really start to understand it, that's how we'll actually understand it. We'll actually understand it through what we see, what we do. That's why when culture changes, people change. People should never change. Men should be masculine. If all men were masculine, you'd see a huge fucking change in the world. Huge change. If all men start being masculine like the superheroes that they watch online that or the animations and that. That's how it started with me. I watched Goku and that. I'm like, man, I want to be strong. I started doing like martial arts and shit. And that's what I started to do. I look at other people and I'm like, why don't other people do the same thing? Why don't they sit there and just be fucking masculine? It's fun. Oh, fuck myself, that hurt. I always want to ask myself that. It's like, why aren't people masculine anymore? Like, where the fuck's all this shit going at? Like, women love that shit. And of course, you got the men that are like, oh my god, you can't be masculine. Masculinity's so bad. And that. I say, you know what makes it bad is gigantic pussies like you. That's what makes it bad. That's what always makes it bad. It's the big, huge pussy man that sit there all day and complain. It's fine, I get it. Uh-oh. Dude, that's fucking insane. Eh, he's got a new weapon. Bowmender. Yeah, must have lost that. That's what happened. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah. Dude, it gets so fucking hot in here. My god. I'm like sweating. I feel weird. Oh, got the next guy I'm doing that. Oh. Okay. What to be, what to be, what to be. That's what I did to feel medic. I got to feel medic a little bit. I remember one guy I was playing with and that I was talking to him, and he's like, oh yeah, you got 3,000 hours in this game and shit. I'm like, bro, you got 3,000 hours in this game? I'm like, I look at myself, I'm like, dude, I'm probably overall maybe at 2,000 hours all over from Xbox to this, a little bit over 2,000 hours.
Damn thing's hurt.
Don't get too comfy.
Don't grab it, motherfucker.
That's just waiting.
Poison rocks. Don't like that, do you? I thought you'd like poison.
Don't worry. The next one will be harder.
Someone call the cleaner.
Poison does
Don't
fucking
like
kill
that, do
people
you?
pretty fast. Man, they go crazy like that.
You look like crap.
Go to the pond.
I think it do have poison dart. It increases poison dart effectiveness. Okay. That's the reason why. The other one, all your heals increase players' damage by 5% for 5 seconds. Increases damage by 30%. That damage one's actually pretty good. But yeah. Oh, my neck, man. Oh, it is. Man, my neck's like fucking sweaty. I got my headset around my head. I don't like putting it on. But it's not really like touching my fucking skin. It feels hot.
Things. Not that it will matter.
Yeah.
You'll still
I feel like my blood has changed. Cause like caffeine wise, like I took a pre-workout and then all of a sudden I felt way too much energy from that. I was just very
get some
surprised.
gear, ammo, all those things that
I'm
help
just sitting
you
there
not
like, what the
die.
fuck's going on with me? It's like, why? Why does it feel like my energy production is very high? Like my nervous system is very high. I'm like, I'm trying to think about it now. I'm like, damn. Okay, shoot 3, well basically 4.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death.
But yeah, it was just weird though.
Wave 2.
Cloaked enemy here.
What the
Should
fuck?
I call you a
I don't
doctor?
want that.
Feeling a little sick? I thought you'd like poison.
Like poison evil.
Bet you only should. I see them. You should lie down. Feeling a little sick?
Cool thing about poison darts, you don't have to waste ammo. And they basically do really good damage. And obviously torch flush problems that really do shit, but like normal guys they do really good.
I didn't expect you to make it through that wave.
You look like crap. Bet you only shop organic, don't you? I'm pissed. You look like crap.
Well, I think they really good. That's it.
Don't like that, do you?
It takes a little too long.
Just entered a pod. You got lucky. That's
I don't
nothing.
think they have robots in KillingFloor 3 though. Which I'm really happy they don't, because robots are fucking stupid. Well, it's just going from headshots to body shots. You get confused. You're sitting there like what the fuck am I doing?
Will be there soon to alleviate your suffering.
That was quick. Yeah, I'm playing my Tap Titans 2 games, and we as in everybody that's playing Tap Titans got a tournament coming up, so I want to get ready for it. They changed it a lot. It's in 12 hours. It's gonna happen tomorrow. fun up anyway. Oh, I'm getting old. But yeah, talking about my blood and that, like I feel the difference. Like when I finally actually got to the point, I'm just like, okay, because like I went to bed like 1 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock. I was sitting there watching some anime and that, and I ate 6 eggs before I went to bed and that, you know, because I had to go to sleep. I was just fucking tired. Like, okay, I'm gonna do my interval sleeping. 'Cause I ain't doing shit today. I gotta go to the bank and do money transfer thing. My dad wants me to do the money thing. Gotta pay my little bills, you know. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna get off the caffeine thing. I don't. I've been debating it for a while now that I ingest too much caffeine, and I'm gonna start going in with really lower portions of it, like 40, 50 grams, and like hit it throughout the whole entire day, so I can get maybe like 200 grams in. Cause like I've been testing it out with Red Bull. I drink one Red Bull before I go into work, and like I did it up at the gym because I didn't have any more pre-workout. I had like a cup of coffee and that, but coffee's a little bit different of a caffeine though. Coffee's really instantaneously caffeine, you know. But like I'm trying to like focus on certain things and that to find out how my body's gonna react to it. And black coffee is probably the best thing. Period. I can say that for anybody, honestly. It's good for your digestive. It helps you craft really good in that because there's a lot of, good stuff in there and that. And eating fruit, for instance, eat a lot of fruit. People's like, oh, grapes make you fat. You can eat a fuckload of grapes, you won't get fat off grapes. Grapes are great for you. Eat a lot of grapes. Antioxidant up the ass. It's good for you.
They're on the wall! Gotcha!
Yeah, people say like, they would say vegetables are better for you. No, fruits are way better for you by far.
Not terrible, but that's just to worry about.
Feeling a little sick. Bet you only shop organic, don't you? I thought you'd like poison. Feeling a little sick.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
thank you,
I'm
me.
shoot me in the eye with this shit.
Bet you only shop organic, don't
You only shop organic, don't you?
Go to the pod.
That organic thing's fucking stupid. That's just a gimmick. It's the same shit. They say there's no pesticides on shit on there. It's like, well, we regulate pesticides to get rid of bugs and that because bugs eat fruits a lot. But when they pick them, they wash them and shit. Yeah, they don't put them in water and wash the pesticides off.
Terrible.
Of course they do.
Okay with this.
The mine launcher. This gun is fucking amazing. The damage on it is so fucking high. It's just the healing stupid. Like you get to shoot this and you blow it up, and then it heals people next to it. It's good for like standing your ground. Like if I go like this, I can use it as like a barrier thing.
Watch it, more Zeds. Ah!
I can pile them up. Do that. It works out perfectly though.
Just gotta make sure. And stay there.
Yeah.
Smackdown! Poison rocks! Like that, do you?
Deal with the stragglers. I'll make sure the next round is a challenge. Sure. Spend it all. Money does you
This
no
gun is
good.
really fucking good. That's so fun to use.
You're just dragging this out. How long will a weakling like you survive?
I'm not so weak, you twat waffle. Remember when I first played this game? 2016 to now, it's been 11 years. I've dramatically fucking changed as a human being. Like, if anyone looks back 10 years from before.
Hurry up.
Dude, I was 24 when this game came out. Or no, I was 26 when this game came out.
Funeral. Leaving your armor like that.
Bah.
5.
By my calculations, this doesn't look very good for you.
Oh, bitch, fuck off. I love the coloring though.
It's not a strategy. The human boss is highly conducted.
Bet you only shot for
Effectively
cannon, don't
utilizing plasma is a fine art. Electricity has great potential for serious burn. Do I look concerned? Even the best occasionally requires sex.
You should be concerned, but
Around this. Disappearing.
I think you may be under the misconception that
I love how like guns like these don't have damage penalties. They deal their blunt damage. Like some guns have damage penalties towards certain people. I still think KillingFloor 2 is probably going to be the best KillingFloor.
get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not
Like,
die.
I don't know. Three could be good because it's very intense. Like, I was watching the stream of it and that, and they were playing, like, the older game. They weren't, or they're playing the game that was from the beta and that. Monster-wise, it's intense as fuck. So, like, if you have 4 people, you get 2 bosses. If you have 6 people, you get 3 bosses. And basically, you're supposed to be 2v1 bosses. So they make the damage cut out.
Wave 6.
Watch out, cloaked enemy. Nice, huh? I'm making the best mess ever. Ah!
And like these bosses get twice as much health.
There, get it. Easy.
And their damage is fucking ridiculously higher. That's why I like playing single player. Like playing multiplayer is a pain in the ass. I think it's nearly impossible. Like we get the wave.
You twitch, ass face. Gotcha.
You maybe get the wave like, I don't know, 15 or so. I think one time we got the wave 30, we got our asses killed.
You're not.
Even with all the best weapons and that. I mean, obviously certain classes is better. You play Survivalist. You get the arc generator. kills fucking everybody.
Spare your jaws, imbeciles. Before
Our
I
generator
saw
kills
you
everybody because it's a
abroad.
neutral gun.
You're not dead. Good enough.
I gotta see what I'm gonna eat today. I've been eating a lot of waffles lately. Without nothing, just waffles. I put them in the toaster oven. I would say toaster, but I gotta eat 4 of them. So toaster oven's a lot easier, and they actually cook a lot better. It takes maybe like 2 to 3 minutes to cook, maybe. I mean, the toaster oven's ready. It's like a minute and a half. Like toasters don't do that good. At least ours doesn't. It's kind of shitty. I think the wiring's fucked up on it and doesn't do as good as it used to. I need to be cleaned or some bullshit like that.
Nailed him! One less asshole. Smackdown!
But yeah,
And stay dead.
I think work should be a pretty good day.
You twitch, ass
Yeah,
face.
see what the fuck's going on next. One of our managers left or whatever for a day because she was sick. I guess she just did her sick leave or whatever.
Yeah!
Which is one of the things I try to get explained on me. They said for every 10 hours you work, you get 1 hour of sick leave or some bullshit like that. Like some places just give you sick leave. Like I got 3 days of sick leave when I became after a year. As soon as I became a lead, after a year of being a lead, I got 3 days of sick leave. I got a week of vacation automatically. But when you go on vacation, that obviously you can't be at work. So you can't just like double bubble it. I go on vacation and be at work. They used to do a vacation buyout, but our company got greedy, evidently. I was working at before the car wash, and people did a lot of vacation buyout, and they lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars up front, and they were going bankrupt anyway. So they were like, fuck that shit, we can't do it. So they got rid of that policy. So you can't do vacation buyout anymore. You have to either do your vacation or you lose it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This is you're giving us this. This is basically like our money, and that like you can't just take our stuff away. I mean, like being a manager at a little car wash is very fucking easy. You don't do a whole lot. I mean, I deal with a lot of. Surprisingly, you deal with a lot of customer bullshit. Like, you'll get customers coming in, like, they'll, like, complain about their wash, and they'll literally get fucking upset, and, like, I'm like, I don't know what to say, we try to get a repair guys on here and all stuff and that, but, we got a lot of lazy motherfuckers. That's all I can say. That's all I can really say.
Anyone got a mop and bucket?
Just head to the pod. You got lucky. If you want better guns, you need to earn more. Maybe steal it from one of your friends.
Oh, thank you, me.
You want better guns. Steal from one of your friends. I didn't hear that one before. That was very unique. We'll listen to some gobbledygook from these crazy women that are retarded.
I don't want to sleep with them. Complete boundaries. So what do you guys think? I absolutely think men and women can be friends.
No, I can't.
How about new? Oh, well, Colleen, well, this
How about new?
absolutely can tell you that the idea that you being a woman and having a bunch of male friends when you're married is gonna bring problems. Even in relationships, it's gonna bring problems. If all of you pen pals out there start hitting me up with, oh, Gorilla, that's just misogyny and insecurity coming from your part. Sure, whatever. Park that stuff wherever you want. I'm talking about reality here. How many times have I heard from men that their ex-wives all of a sudden brings this new guy into their life and she says, oh, this is an old friend I knew from years before I met you. It's just we haven't talked that much in X amount of years. Sure. And not just that, the part that she said that, oh, well, some of my friends may just want to hook up with me and they're just respecting boundaries. No, more like they want to hook up with you and they're just waiting for their turn. I'm sorry, Colleen, but when it comes to relationships,
That is so true. Yeah, it's called a roster. Women have rosters. Like, I'm on a roster. I'm on a couple girls' rosters. If something happens and, like, out of nowhere, they never save my number because they don't want their man to know. But if something happened there, like the girl, like for some reason I saw her at the fucking gym now, and she sees how jacked I'm getting. Yeah, she's gonna fucking text me like, "Hey, what you doing tonight?" I'm not even lying about that. This shit's actually real. Yeah, it's 100% real. It's fucked up, but it's just real. Right back, I need to make some food. Also stuck out that fucking heat. You do a little bit? I think it sucked out. Yeah, it did suck out a lot of the heat. That's just my TV projects a lot of fucking heat. I now noticed that. Man, I have my TV on, my brightness is up. My god, it projects so much fucking heat. It is ridiculous how much heat it projects. What were they talking about? The whole woman with friends thing. Huh.
Women having male friends is a matter of rolling the dice for a man. You can use all the shaming language you want, but a man is going to say, okay, if you use some simple logic, the easiest eggplant that you can get other than mine is the one that's closest to you, aka your male friend or your male coworkers, which women would call them friends too. And you can claim, oh, well, you're insecure or you just don't trust me. Most guys that have had relationships with women who cheated on them with their male friends will just say, okay, take your pick. I don't care. If you want to have all these male friends, well, you and I are not going to have a relationship. I'm not going to roll the dice that way. Yeah, maybe it's strictly platonic and maybe it works out great in the long term, but also maybe not. Am I willing to risk investing my time and my resources and years of my life into a possibility of oops, you know, if you were going out with George and years nothing ever happened to that one night you and George got drunk together in your friendly ha ha ha, and before you knew it, you slipped, you fell into his bed, and then he fell into the mattress.
The Zeds will be there soon to alleviate your suffering.
All of my subscribers who are supporting this channel. Really appreciate all of them. Please leave comments, like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, man. Wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and
Last call for guns and
that I would
bullets.
date. But I'm not dating, so I'm not going to do that. But the thing is, I think that is just a mindset that us women really have to wrap our head around. Because if we're doing the friends with benefits and we don't want to get married again, like so many of us don't, why not find a guy, regardless of his age, that we have fun with? Because it's only temporary. So who really cares, right? Yeah, okay. That's where my mind is today. Have a great day.
all right, first of all, Queen, I gotta say, you said that you have daughters that are around the same age of the 30-some-odd-year-old guy that wants to date you, and you said that he could possibly be dating all of you together. What makes you think that's not the same mindset? But the rest of your video, Queen, just shows a lot of things. Number one is you said,
See
okay,
what
women your
happens
age have to
when we
change
mix
because
things
you
up
don't have
some.
to be with the young guys you
Try
don't trust.
this one
George,
out.
what did you tell yourself to justify running into yourself? That's my excuse. But the one big
And
takeaway
stay
was when
there.
you said how given your age, so many of you don't want to be married.
Did you
That
twitch,
little crap
ass face?
somehow. I'm sorry, so these words so close to retirement, because that's the thing most of you want to be married. You want to be secure. Especially one that was not good at managing their money. And by the looks of the way you dress and the car that you're in, I'm pretty sure
And
you're that
stay
category
there.
of less than ideal money. Moving on.
What's wrong with you, babe? Okay. He's going home.
See what this round is. I'll make sure the next round is
Okay,
a
so,
challenge.
met a guy
I'll make
on
sure.
Facebook group. 5
You
minutes
are
ago.
so
Okay, so,
dead.
it's
The
free.
next wave is
I
gonna
thought,
flatten you.
Why the fuck are you on dating
Just
sites?
checking this out.
Like,
How
that's the
long
biggest
will it
poison
wait
ever. I
till
try to explain
you
this.
survive?
I was talking to this cool ass manager lady that came into our working that, and we're just talking about just random shit. She's super laid back, really cool in that, and like,
That's good.
so I was talking, and I brought up dating, and I brought up, my ex and that, because evidently they knew my ex and that. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I dated her, and like, they never said anything about her. I'm like, well, yeah, of course not, she's going to, because she's fucking crazy. She's got anger management issues.
T-minus 10 seconds
And like,
until your death.
so I brought up dating sites now. The dating sites are like the biggest poison in the world. It's for people to go on there literally just to find people to basically to date and to have sex with.
If you
And the
want
more that
someone
you
to
have,
slaughter
the
proper,
more availability that you have as a woman, and you find a bunch of dudes that like you that, that's the reason why you have a mindset that's broken. Because you can see a lot of dudes. So like, I'll explain it like this. I'm at the gym. There's shit ton of fucking young people in my gym. I have like a teen fucking thing. So I got all these fucking people coming in from high school. Look at all the Brody boys. They're all skinny net. They're all lifting weights and shit. Talking being stupid nut. And you get the girly bros. And the girls will come in. And like, they all stick together. And then you get the in-betweeners. We have like really attractive looking girls with ugly ass fat dudes. Maybe it's their brother now. Maybe it's an older person now that just drove them that because he thinks he's gonna get something out of it. Okay, bro, you ain't getting nothing out of it. These girls are way too attractive and you're fat and ugly. You know, it's because you're fat. You know, most times you can't see your true beauty and true features until your body fat percentage goes down. That's just how it is. And like, so I'm sitting there lifting weights and that, and I'm seeing this shit. When I see a group of girls hang out, completely different. When I see a group of guys hang out, completely different. When I see girls and guys hang out, like I saw this one group, there was 3 guys and 1 girl. The girl looked completely out of place. She just sitting there looking cute. But the thing is, as a woman, why the fuck would you go to a public gym with a whole bunch of really attractive looking women that probably are more attractive than you? Because there was a lot of them. Because I'm comparing everything in that. And like when you always get a big ass group of together, they're so comparison, but they all look the fucking same. They're all short, skinny, fat butts, and then some of them have big boobs. And then sometimes you get like a fat chick every now and again, which is funny. There's always like one fat chick in the group. Yeah, I gotta keep this fan on, so despite the noise. Woo! But it's always funny though. Like, damn, I was like, there's always one fat chick in the group every once in a while. So, but, so I'm sitting there and just looking around that. I'm exercising that. And I'm comparing real life things. Women that just have girlfriends get along so much better because they talk about the same things. They gossip about guys. But when you get a guy, sadly mistaken, that's with a woman in that, and they're gossiping about men, that woman don't give a fuck about you. If I'm not dating her and we're not sexually involved, I don't want to be close to her. I do not want to be friends with you. I do not want to be close to you at all outside of like work or something like that. If I approach you, it's because I want to get with you. That's just plain and simple. That's plain and simple. When guys have girlfriends, I did have girlfriends before. And yes, they want to fuck me, but I didn't accept it. And people say, well, why didn't you accept it? You're a man. You're lying. You know, they just didn't want to have sex with you. Not all men are complete fucking horn dogs. We can be perverted because everybody's perverted. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to be perverted. It means you like the opposite sex. If you don't like looking at boobs as a man, there's something fucking wrong with you. Boobs are fucking awesome. Who doesn't like looking at tits? What I'm saying is, just like a girl in that. If a girl doesn't like looking at, you know, guys' big arms and that and big muscles and shit, if he has them. Or like looking at how skinny he is in that, or how nice his butt looks in that. Then we all look at that shit. But that's the problem. Like, feminist men get duped because they think they can get women by what? By being emotional.
Where's it
Are you
gone?
fucking retarded?
I still smell you close by.
He's got a flow.
Hold on, I've got to check this. It's my agent. Now this is getting
Like,
annoying.
being emotional doesn't give you women that. Being the opposite. Being with less emotions. Basically what you do is women guide men with emotions. Not in a sense of guiding them for like for better life and that. That's the game they play. They use the emotional game. They use the sexual game. So they sexually tease you and they emotionally tease you. Now, for instance, let's say like this: like if a girl like glances at you, and then she like takes off her shirt or something and shows off her body. When you look at her, she's attracted to you. She wants you to notice her.
Oh, thank you, me.
Or like if you catch a girl's eye at the gym, a girl will be probably, if she's attracted to you, she thinks that you're attractive. And you look at her and you don't speak to her. Your eyes are going to tell her, hey, I'm attracted to you. The funny thing is, many people don't catch that, but that is the honest truth. Or like if they have girlfriends with them, they'll go over to their girlfriends and they'll chit chat and talk about you looking at them, and they'll whisper it. They'll get really close and be like, "Oh, like this guy looks like he's attracted to me. He's looking at me all the time." Blah blah blah.
Twitch, at space. Easy. Just gotta make sure. You should lie down. Don't like that, do you?
And that's just how it works. And it's always younger women. Older women don't do it as much as like older guys don't do it as much.
Should I call
Like
you
older, like if I see an older woman checking me out and that, then it's probably because they see me up at the place before a whole bunch of times that they're seeing results. Inside their mind that they're already like, I already know I'm hot, so I already know I can get that guy if I try. And then when they can't get me or get a guy like me, they get upset. And they're all like, oh my god, I can't believe it, he's insecure, he doesn't know what he's missing and shit like that. Oh, girl.
I thought you'd like poison.
Don't fucking care.
Damn them.
If sex came easy, knowing that just like it's ridiculous how people think that it should, that's just disgusting. Like, why would you want a random dude dating you all the damn time? Like the one girl that's sitting there and getting fucked by all these dudes and shit. She's like, I'm gonna fuck 1,000 girls and that. And she gets like, I get excited knowing what new guy is gonna be behind me. And another girl's talking about it. She's like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, how can you think that? Like, you're just like, oh, my vagina hole is literally just an insert for whatever, how many dicks I can get at. That's the lowest of the lowest of moral code. And people say that's okay. I'm like, first of all, that's kind of fucked up. And that's fucking disgusting. And like, you're a terrible person for thinking that shit. So anyway, let's go back to listen more to this bullshit.
Good way to kind of vet people without spending a fortune on finding a big, like, catalog of losers. Well, it's just a free catalog of losers, apparently. Oh, God, I guess I'm one of them. I was on there too, so. But it just seems like, what is wrong with people? So, again, I agree. I meet this guy. We start chatting. We're getting along fine. But we're not really talking about anything real substantive. He wants to meet me pretty quick, which is fine because I thought maybe seeing someone in person over, drinks in a public place is the best place to really vet someone. So I saw his picture. He was pretty handsome, I thought. But you don't get any of the specs on Facebook. You don't get the height. You don't get the build. And he did put a lot of pictures on there. I don't mean to be super picky, but I do apparently have a type. I like a man taller than me, and maybe that makes me bad, but it's just what I like. So I walk into this dive bar on a Monday night, and there's like
maybe 6 people in there, and they all look to be like 60-year-old pathetic men. And this guy, I'm looking around.
Why do you want to call all 6-year-old men pathetic? I never understood that shit. Bitch, you're 50. They say, oh, they're pathetic. Most men in their 60s now have worked their asses off. They're basically retired. And they don't give a fuck about you because you look like... You're trying to act like you're fucking 20, but you're 50.
And I'm looking around, and I'm like, where's my date? And then he kind of waves at me, and he's this teeny tiny little man. It's the bar. And again, his picture had to be 20 years old. Just so aggravating. Be legit. My pictures are from last month. I mean, I am being real. I do not want to bait and switch. I do not want some guy to show up and go, you are not what I saw on.
Well, that's what it is. That's what makes it sad for guys. Guys really do that shit where they're like, they're so emotionally unconfident that they'll do the woman thing. They'll take a bunch of pictures of themselves and that and throw it online and that. And they'll be like, oh, I'm this and that. Be fucking truthful when you're online, people. Like, online shouldn't be for fake fucking people. But there's so many fake people out there. And I kind of agree with her. Like, you shouldn't have people online that are giving you fake fucking information and shit. Especially on dating sites and shit. If you're on them. God forbid I would hate to be on them. I'd try that shit out. It's terrible.
Your app.
She's going to sink, Captain. She can't sink. She's unsinkable. She can't float.
All right, Colleen. This girl is going to start off being completely and totally fair. And your story about that gentleman giving you the bait and switch with a very old picture. All right. Hey, I'll be the first to call it. That was completely wrong of the guy. This gorilla can't tell women, hey, you have to be upfront with who you are and accept who you are if the men are not willing to do that. If the guy's in his 60s and he's trying to sell you pictures, like if he's in his 50s or 40s, yeah, gentlemen, I gotta say, that's not the best strategy. That's rarely gonna work. Now, with me saying that, this woman is quickly making fun of the guy's height and preferences. I mean, Queen, have you looked in the mirror? The guy may have his deficiencies, but you are no prize. This attitude of, yeah, well, I have a type, and he's a teeny tiny guy, and I like a guy who's taller than me. Sweetheart, that was like 20 years ago. You know what's funny there, sister? The guy's picture is almost as old as the requirements that you qualify for. I mean, when you said that Facebook dating is like a catalog of losers, and you say, maybe I'm one too because you're on there. No, there's no maybe on that. You definitely are. Your dating pool is a shallow puddle. You don't have a whole lot to choose from. The problem is you go into these dating apps thinking that you're still in your 20s and early 30s, that you can demand a whole bunch of things. You can't. That has to be done. I admit that this...
That's so true. I mean, I've seen some ladies in their 40s and 50s and that. They look fucking good. Alright. If you had money, if you had good money management in that, and you understood that you had to save up and that you worked for business for 25, 30 years and that, and you maintain good health in that, fuck yeah, you can look good in your 50s. You might want to probably get a boob job in that, you know, you want to keep on prowling around getting fucked. It's so funny that women do that so much more at an older age. Women officially fuck way more than men. They want more dopamine, they want more pleasure than men do. Men have a category when they're young, they want it, but as they get older than that, like me for instance, I'm not fucking crazy about it. I talk to women that are around my age, like say my ex, she was obsessed with sex. She wanted to get fucked all the time. She always wanted pleasure, like every fucking damn day. That's the reason why she always wanted to pick me up in that. Like, she always wanted me to hang out with her, because she always wanted me to get with her. She said no, but it's a fucking lie. I'm like, yeah, of course you do. Because when you find out that I can eat you out really good, you spread your legs fucking often with me. It's not to say it wasn't hot. It's not to say that she wasn't attractive. But it's like, woman, no. Sex is great, like at nighttime before you go to bed and that, you're done taking a shower and that, you're feeling really good about yourself and that, and then you go out there and you smell good and that. But like doing it, like sex before work and all that shit, like, dude, I do it before I go to bed. If I want to fuck someone, I want it to be nighttime. I want it to be romantic enough to be like settle down. You eat a good dinner and that, more or less likely. And you know, you're sitting there settle down that. You're just chilling, you're feeling good, and then you know, you get into it. Like you'll like start playing around with their boobs and that, and she starts like feeling you up and shit, and then you do it. Not just spread my legs and say, hey, get me off really quick before I go to work, baby, because I love you. No, it's both of us have to be interacting with that. That's how it should be, right?
Right, isn't the compromise that you need to do. But if you walked up and you saw him and you didn't like what you saw, just walk away. There's no need to make a video about it. There's no need to belittle a guy because he's genetically not gifted. How would you like if a guy made a video saying, yeah, this 50-year-old woman who probably has a batch of health issues came in the bar thinking that she still rocked it like if she was 25? Childish. Stuff that you really can't justify. So far, I think that both of you are equally wrong here. Another thing that has to be mentioned. Queen, exactly what did you expect to get off a free dating app? I mean, have you ever heard the phrase, you get what you pay for? You don't want to spend a fortune? Okay, well, you got what you paid for. A free date with a guy who's not your type. Listen, Queen, trust me when I say that the guys that are dating you are thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, I'm going to get a date with a dusty, crusty old woman. She may be younger than me, but that doesn't mean she's young. She's just younger. And I'm willing to do a compromise. I understand that it's not a wet rainforest down there. It's more like a Sahara desert, but that's okay. I got plenty of baby oil and KY jelly at the house, so we can make it work.
Oh my god. That's terrible, but that's so funny. I don't believe 50-year-old women are fucking that crusty. But there's one has a pierce in her nose, and she's trying to act like she's fucking young. It's funny.
So I go in and sit down. I'm like, okay, you're over 50. You shouldn't judge a man just by how he looks. You know, that was more my 30s. I should go for his substance. So again, here's another man who talks constantly about himself. Rarely asked me anything about me. Just talked about himself and his, come to find out, soon-to-be ex-wife. Not even divorced, hasn't even filed yet. So that was already kind of like, oh, really? Okay. But, you know,
I can see, like, this chick was probably, like, really hot when she was, like, in her 20s. Because the way her voice is, like, the way she sounds really prissy. Like, she's had... Number one, why the fuck you in your 50s and that and you're still not married? Like, why are you dating at 50? Like, if you're dating, it's because you... Okay, let me put this. Women that date at older ages because they want someone to take care of them. I only say that because it's so fucking true. Like my ex, for instance, that's the reason why she wanted to date. She dated because she wants someone to help take care of her. She wanted to say, oh, I do it on my own, that. Yeah, you do a lot of things on your own, that, because you live on your own.
Just gotta make sure. I'm making the best mess ever. I'm burning. Nice, huh? Strike, everybody!
If I thought that was anything but luck, they would be impressed. Area remains secure.
This gun fucking rips them apart. Gee, that's ridiculous. It sucks I can't heal myself with the mind thing, but yeah.
think you mean?
But yeah, these are the things that like I just see that a lot. Like younger women actually want to be in relationships, they want to fall in love, and that older women don't want to because they're mostly already broken.
Not terrible. Horsey did
I
okay.
say, well, yeah, because you're mostly fucking broken already. You can't fall in love with. Once when you fall in love completely with someone that you trust a person that, and then say like something happens, you fuck it up. Like for instance, my ex fucked up her marriage and she's trying to find someone again, but she can't. Cause she has this idea, and like it blew my mind. That like the stuff that you talked about, man, like why do you keep talking about where your ex lives at? You keep talking about I want to move in where the condos at where my ex lives at and all that shit. Now, like, why the fuck you want to move the condos at your ex? Well, they were nice condos and that we can move in with there. Like, we'll be able to buy a condo there. Like, why the fuck you want to buy a condo? Like, I'm gonna buy a condo like right next to fucking work. Because then we'd be able to have a job that's really close by. Because there's jobs all over the place where I live at. They're not too far away in general. And I'm like, you're worried about this emotional garbage that many people don't want to worry about because it's fucking emotional.
Stop me! I double dare you! One of those moody flesh pounds.
No, fuck you.
Jävla fan! Skitjävel! Nice, huh? You know that flesh pound's on steroids.
This area remains mostly secure.
And that's what she kept bringing up. She kept bringing up her fucking ex so much. I'm like, dude, like, shut the fuck up about your ex. I'm like, you're with me, and you keep talking about. It's not that she was talking about the ex that she broke up with her. She was talking about someone that she was actually in love with. She was in love with like two dudes, and she was younger than that. And I respect that she was in love with someone enough. Like, that's fine, but like, you can't keep bringing that shit up because you're demasculating your own man. Because you keep bringing up other dudes that don't exist. Like, one of them was like dead, and the other one didn't have nothing to do with her. That's the problem right there. And honestly, it came down to fucking sex. Fucking sex. For real? Like, if a woman can't be intimate with a man, and the man doesn't want to be intimate with the woman, why the fuck are you guys together? Like, why are you even with that person? It started off, they were friends. I said, that's the reason why. You were friends with him. You just enjoyed him because he gave you attention because he was a femboy. But you liked the way he looked in that, I guess. He's not the most attractive looking dude. He was good looking, but he wasn't like, he was skinny, scrawny, you know, he had issues in that, you know. Like, leave that man alone. You don't need to be with him. The only reason why you're with him that because motherfucker had money and that you were broke as fuck. Oh my god. If I say that was the reason why, yeah.
You twitch, ass face, great. That's up. Now you.
Stop charging up. What are you doing?
Just gotta make sure.
That's literally what I got out of it. that you're with the dude now because his parents had money. His parents bought him a fucking condo and shit. And that's the reason why you're with him now, because you had a luxury. But you didn't fucking actually like him. And that's what made it funny, though. I was listening to her conversation. I'm like, do you not know why you cheated on him? I tried to explain to her, you cheated on him because you weren't attracted to him.
Don't bleed on the pod. It was hard to steal his
Duh. Like, don't you understand that?
pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die.
You just weren't attracted to him. You were using him. Yeah, this one shoots 4 of them. I like it. Or it shoots 5, actually.
Pod shutting down.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why the assault rifle's so good.
Wave 15.
Oh, it shoots like 6 of them. That's fucking cool. Go doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, so I try to explain that to her now. And I'm like, this is what the problem is. This is what the problem is with a lot of women. Like, you guys all do this shit towards each other. I highly doubt it's gonna do anything to him. Slowly but surely it's gonna kill him. Oh no. I hate this fucking armor though.
Mr. Sniper in the house. Just like that. Where's everything gone? Not good. You're not dead enough. This is like violence therapy.
Stop charging it! Fuck my remote control's being retarded.
Oh, suck it. Stop me. I double dead.
No, it wants me to fucking charge my thing.
Damn it. My skin is burning. Gotcha.
Of course I'm gonna get jumped by everybody. This gun is so good. I never really liked the fucking medic until I got this gun.
That's
Is this
good.
gun the vamp gun? The vamp gun's really good too.
You'll throw my results if you die too fast.
I don't know if I can grab both of them. Probably not. No, I can't.
Keep using the pod. I'll see if I can get your fingers stuck in it.
That's just so funny though. Like I don't like talking about her unless it's like an experience thing, because it's like this is how women. It's sad, but this is how some women go through their lives. They're so confused about how to get a man. They think being a friend with a man is the one you should marry. It's like no, you don't. It's the one you're attracted to. So like, if a woman's attracted to a man, it's because he's probably masculine.
Is 10 seconds.
You probably know they see that he probably works hard and that you know it's a stability effect, and he looks the part. But when a man doesn't look the part, he looks scrawny, he looks pathetic. You know, you're just sitting there like looking at him like, what the fuck's wrong with him? It's like, why does he look so pathetic and shit? And you know, he doesn't look like a man. He looks inferior. They'll still have sex with them. Yeah, of course.
Right on.
Not terrible, but that's just the word.
100%.
Bet you only shop organic. enemy here.
Surprising. What a cookie.
I mean, I see plenty of women that, like, they'll have sex with dudes just because they're there.
You know that's
It's fucked up. I'm like, how do you have sex with random dudes? Oh, he's hot. How do you have sex with random dudes? I asked the girl that was doing it with the random dude. Yeah, he was really attractive. Dude. He was like really skinny and that. Yeah, he was like, he looked like a model and that, but like, and then you would have sex with like a fat pudgy dude after that. Like, why'd you stay with him? Like, you knew the guy. Like, I was just so confused. Like, what the fuck are you doing? They don't want to commit. Like, well, I don't want to commit right now because I'm young. That's when you do commit. Well, I don't want to live my whole entire life with one dude. Then you're not going to live with any dude. These are the fucking concepts that we keep on seeing over and over and over and over again. It's because you got daddy issues. Once again, when you don't have a father in the fucking damn family, your daughters all become sluts and whores because they have to get attention from men. And I think the best way to get it is by spreading their fucking legs. And yes, I talked to multiple girls, younger women, and even my ex who's dealing with the same damn thing in that. They have massive daddy issues. Their dads are not there. Their fathers are pieces of shit. They're not there. The daughters grow up with no masculine figure, so they don't know how masculine a man can be. They can say that they know their dad. They can say all this stuff and that, but if a man is not part of the family and he's not taking care of the family, women literally go for the opposite. They won't go for masculine. They go for weak, feminine men that are emotionalized as fuck because that's what they're missing out on. They don't know. They only know through the mother. The mothers are not masculine enough. They're not gonna teach their daughter that don't dress like a fucking hoe. Men don't like that because their mom is a fucking hoe. Because women, older women, think exactly like younger women do. There's very few times they don't. Like, I talked to my mom. Why is my, I would say, good source, because mom's religious. She's talks with God in that a lot, She follows certain things in that, and then she tells you about all these women. I'm like, it's just how it is nowadays. She's like, it's disgusting. Like, she knows women that, like, the one girl I came, like my ex in that. She's very beautiful in that, got a nice body in that, she's really pretty in that, and all stuff like that. Guess what? She didn't last long because she didn't want to commit to me. She thought my life was gonna not go anywhere. I'm like, well, I love my life. I don't want a heavy ass life. I love the things I do. I don't need all this bullshit. People want so much, and they think they need so much too. It's like, you don't need a lot to survive. Because you want to be on a status. This is what women do that have really crappy fucking families. Bad fathers and that, or just really irresponsible fathers. They want a status. I'm a Netflix and chill guy. I go out to eat every now and again. But I don't like doing a whole lot. If I'm with someone, I like being with them. Like, I was with my ex. I love being with my ex. It was fun. We had such good times together until she started to push away from me. And then she put me in a fucking friend zone. Because she didn't want to wait. She wanted to pick up life super fast. And it wasn't even that. I was just taking over a position that needed to be filled. She didn't want to be alone. So she just picked me up. She's like, oh, he's attractive looking enough. He's cute. So I'm going to fuck him a whole bunch of that and see if anything happens to that. A lot of it came down to because we stopped working together. And that was the main thing. Because my GM was kind of an asshole in a way. He's very disrespectful towards women, like more disrespectful than just being a man. Like he literally was a puss boy, and he would literally be emotional towards women. I'm like, dude, stop getting emotional, bro. Women need to know their place. Stop talking. Like, no, man, you're just too emotional. You don't fight women with emotions. You know why women get upset? Because their feelings get erupt, and they instantly think that something that it is, it's not. So they have a fictional reality in their head and that, and you pop that fucking bubble and that, they get pissed. Because they really believe in what they think. See, man, we're not supposed to. Why? Because it's fucking stupid. I don't want to believe in everything that I think is going to be true. I want to see it, and then I think. Women do the opposite. Women put it in their head first, and then they want to see it. So they have the whole, manifest thing. I manifest my man. He's gonna have a 12-inch dick, 6'3", and have a six pack, and have all this money and that. If a man's worried about making money and that motherfucker knows he can flip a fucking dime and won't be sucking his fucking dick. Okay? That's just how it is. So I have to say this up front. Women are the most horniest thing in the fucking world. Females are exponentially more hornier nowadays than they were back, 20, 30 years ago when I was younger. Now, back in like the 70s and 80s, it's called birth control. Birth control regulates your hormones and it makes you always horny. How I know is because I talked to a younger woman that I used to hang around with. We used to work together and that. And I was trying to mentor her. I was trying to talk to her. I was trying to make her learn. I ended up falling in love with her, but we ended up not doing anything because it was absolutely pointless. She was young and I was older than that. It just happened because we hung out a lot. I mean, she was really hot too, but like the whole point of it is that like we talked about things. When she mentioned a lot of stuff, she's like, yeah, I'm on birth control now. I'm always fucking horny. Like, I'm always horny. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. Like, I've seen you do stuff at the place that it's fucking awkward. Like, awkward. It's like you don't have modesty. Like, you don't care. I saw her spread her legs, put a water bottle in between her legs and that. I'm like, because, I guess she got plowed by, like, her little boy toy and that too much. And she said, my pussy's hurting. Why the fuck you haven't sex that many times? Like, well, he couldn't get me off. Why the fuck you with him then? It's like, here's what it is. I would have got you off hella more times, and it would have been good. You've been obsessed. Yeah, you'd be coming over the house all the damn time, wanting it. But there's conditions. Number one, shit's gotta be clean. I don't like dirty ass pussy. That is my main biggest thing. And shave your fucking shit. I don't want to go down on a big old fuss patch. That's fucking disgusting. But when you come and make sure you're fucking fresh. Like, I cannot explain this enough. Like, I understand it is what you eat and all that stuff and how you smell. So if you eat a lot of spices and that, you're gonna have a spicy coochie. Like my ex had fucking weed coochie. It was fucking smelled like shit. It did. It smelled like gunk. It was disgusting. But I can't blame her because it's just how her diet is. It's what she does. And she says, "Oh, my pH value is too high," and then I'm like, "Yeah, your bacteria value is too high now because the shit's all over the fucking damn place." It sounds like your body was telling me something. That you probably got fucked by another dude. You got blowing nut in. Cause like one day she took a shower and she's like, I ran out of hot water. I'm like, So she didn't clean herself up. She was too busy washing her face and shit. She didn't clean her coochie. Like, what the fuck you... Well, that's like the first thing I do. That's like literally the first thing I do. I clean my balls and that. I'm not gonna leave that shit not being clean. Like, that's defeats the purpose. Like, that's the biggest thing to clean is your fucking booty hole. Like, yeah. You clean out your butthole. It's dirty. It's nasty. No, it's just how it is. I like it was a good experience, that, but like it's just like anything else, you know. You go through it and you learn from it. The truth is, and once you learn how to eat a girl out, you already know, and so every other girl is basically gonna, you know, and it's not gonna be much of a difference. At least I don't think so. So it came down doing that, and I want to show off, you know, like clean your stuff, you know, go take a nice shower and that, and I'm going to work. You know, she hasn't been fucked around with a lot, you know, has a low body count and shit. Like maybe I had like one dude or two dudes and I can accept it. Then yeah. The bitch is gonna be mine and she's gotta know it too. You know, hopefully she won't add on a whole bunch of stuff in that. Like there's a girl in the condominium next door to me that I have a little bit of a thing for. I think she's pretty cute in that. I haven't talked to her yet, but this is for all the femme man out there that don't understand how to be masculine because you probably are raised by a woman and you're like all like bitchy and complainy. So this is the reason why like masculinity really works. So when a woman actually knows what masculinity is, to a certain extent, either they become tomboys, which normally happens, or they become really feminine because they know that they're being taken care of. See, when a woman has to sit there and raise her children by themselves, and that number one, their mom's gonna work a lot. No, they're never gonna be home in that. And I'm gonna say like, well, you can't raise without a woman and that. Da, da, da. Like a single man raises their children way better than that because masculinity raises them the right way. Boys become men because of masculine traits. Okay, women become women because of masculine traits. But they're not masculine. They become more feminine because they rely on the man because genetically females rely on men for sustenance because they know the power gap. They know that men are stronger. And when women try to compare two men, it's fucking hilarious. That there's some women out there that are super strong, and yeah, they're all on fucking steroids, but they're not that strong. It's been proven. That's the whole point. I respect women and their beauty. If I see a really attractive girl in the gym and that, and she's just like clean cut, fucking gorgeous, I respect that. And she walks feminine. She's not stomping around like, me want snoo snoo. And then I'll be like, what the fuck is that? It's like it's disgusting. Put a smile on your fucking face. Be beautiful. Be cute. Walk with finesse. Female women that walk with finesse and they're cute, they shake their hips and that, and they know that they're a fucking woman and that. Yeah, you know you got a vagina. It's quite obvious because you're a woman. When you get women that stomp around and like they're always fucking mad and shit, it's like, dude, it's the most unattractive thing in the fucking world. It's like, well, men do it too. Men do this. Men are whores too, so we deserve to be whores. I'm like, men are not whores. You're just stupid. There's more whores out there that are female than there is men. Why? Because most men, like me, don't give a fuck. Because I don't regulate myself through just my body alone. It's my mentality. Everybody knows it too. Yes, I want a cute girl in that, but she doesn't have to have the perfect tits and ass. Cause to me, if you've got a decent rack and nice butt, okay, that's sexually attractive. You gotta separate the fucking attractions. And it's a lot of females just like don't know how to do that at older ages. They're really like, you have to be super fucking hot because you're older. But then when you go to the gym a lot because you are super fucking hot, you know there's gonna be a shit ton of girls that are gonna want to fuck that dude, or at least talk to that dude, and you're gonna get jealous. So you can't win. So you just don't talk to him. Me too. Just don't talk to him. Just leave the women alone. Leave the crazy women alone. Because they're the ones that are gonna stalk you and try to have sex all the damn time. They're really hot, but they're stalkative. Like the one girl I was taking around, she was a fucking massive stalker. It was creepy. I'm like, girl, you're super fucking hot, and you got you're like retarded. Like you have no idea how to talk to men and that. You have no idea how to like do things. So I tried to teach her something that. Like, I was just like, dude, get a boyfriend, stay with the guy. That's it. It's like, well, I'm not used to doing that. You know, I never had a boyfriend before and all stuff and that. And you've been with 20 fucking dudes. Yes, guys are gonna want to have sex with you because you throw out sex all the damn time. You fucking moron. You don't attract men with sex. You attract men with personality. The cuteness attracts them. The personality keeps them. And then if you want to have sex with a person or not, you can. Like it's just so intensive. It's kind of scary though.
I wasn't really like looking to get married tomorrow, so if somebody was just going to be a friend or a casual something, well then something political showed up on the screen. And I am not going to get into my politics, and I'm not going to even discuss his politics. But I made a comment about it, and let's just put it this way: we were not aligned, even a little bit. And he goes off on his political stance. And when I shared that I was the opposite, he kept saying, who in their right mind would think this? And who in their right mind? I'm like, are you telling me I'm not in my right mind?
There you go, a liberal. Yeah, bitch, that's why you're 50 years old and you have no man, because you're a crazy liberal. Now, you're not just a normal liberal, you crack. You're too emotional. I learned that a lot. Most emotionally driven people are always Democratic more. I don't know why, but they are. Like, I used to be like that. And then I just said, Republicans are doing pretty good in that. You know, I think a lot of them are really good in that. You know, of course, there's always the assholes in that. But, you know, things changed, and I was like, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I'm team Jesus Christ. Why? Because Jesus Christ wins no matter what. I don't give a fuck about politics. So, I pray for Trump and that. You know, I gave a couple prayers, and I said, you know, Trump is going to be a good president. He's doing whatever. He's actually doing stuff in the world. He's not just sitting there and saying stuff. That's the biggest problem is he's actually doing stuff. He's not just talking. And people know that. And even people like my dad are like, you know, they're like independent now. He doesn't like the Democratic base, how they're doing stuff in that. Well, yeah, it's because they like crazy people. They like emotionally driven people. And most of them voters are fucking women. Shit, you take the right to vote of women away, well, fuck, the whole country get better, right? I mean, more and more women are starting to look at it from the perspective because you're too fucking emotional. You go by feelings of everything. But then again, Trump's really stopping more wars. People are not dying as much now. Maybe you should give in to that. And I listen to people in that, like, there's people out working at, like, most of them are liberals. Like, I can tell that they're liberals, the way they talk and that. I'm not really into politics, but you know what? I look at both sides for who they are. Liberals are very emotional, bitch boys, crybabies. It's just how they are. And then, you get people moderate that are like, in between. I'm not talking about like the full political aspect. I'm talking about the mentality of the people. What their like emotional psyche stand for. They get people in between. They agree with some things from one side, some things from other side. Sometimes they might go right, sometimes they might go left, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Like, I'm not going to give in the Republicans 100% because I really don't give a fuck. Not really giving the Democrats that because a lot of stuff they say, what the fuck you talking about? More taxes? Man, fuck you guys. I don't care about universal health care. Fuck the Europeans. Fuck the European Union. Fuck all those people. They're all a bunch of cowards. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The full European Union got their asses kicked by fucking Germany back in World War II. That's fucking hilarious. One country almost defeated like 15 countries. And then America comes in. And America just, railroads the fuck out of Germany and that. But, the other countries couldn't deal with it. Yeah, you guys are pussies. You guys are pussies. That's it. Because, you guys went through a little bit of Revolutionary Wars, the French Revolutionary War and all stuff like that, stuff like yeah, but you guys are still pussies. Oh, yeah, you guys are good at talking, but you guys can't fight worth shit. And they know they can't. Maybe their special forces might be something, but motherfuckers don't do anything anyway. I wonder why. Oh, first coffee now. I'm starting to kick in. I need to get pissed. I'll be right back. Oh boy. This woman said a whole bunch of gobbledygook, and I think I just puked in my mouth. Women, stop being friends with guys that you don't want to fuck. Make it simple for you. Let's go saying women are trying to lead men on to make them better men. Wait a minute. Man does not need help from a woman to be a man. Man bangs a woman to be a man. If that man ain't getting no damn pussy from that woman, then he's not a fucking man. He's a bitch boy. If you don't desire him, like, ooh, I want you to fuck the shit out of me, then he's not a man. He's a fin boy. He's a bitch boy. I had women try to teach me, try to groom my ass when I was younger than that. Be emotional, be a man. Fuck you. Fuck your emotions and fuck your pussy. Because that's all you want. You want to get rammed up, fucked, eaten out, probably slapped around a little bit because you bitches are fucking crazy. And then you want to sit there and sit there, you gotta be emotional. I will be emotional with what? You know how you fix emotions? With your dick. Plain and simple, 100% works. Don't give a fuck what women's saying that. If a woman's overly emotional, it's because she hasn't been fucked a lot. You fuck her, all the emotions go away. Why? Because they get a high amount of dopamine, they get all this fucking intimacy, and their emotions balance out. Why? 'Cause I don't know, that's how women are. Guys that jack off every day, they're more emotionally balanced. Why? Because it fucking sucks. I can't go 3 days without doing it. It's nearly impossible. It drives you fucking crazy. I tried it. I tried for one day. The first day is the hardest thing. All depends on the mentality of a man. That I could be busy and that, have a lot of time, focus on shit and that. I won't think about that, but I don't. So it kind of just comes in mind. Because I know I have to regulate myself. Because I'm not gonna walk into work with fucking having a boner and shit. Because I personally get horny as fuck all the damn time. Sometimes I do when I'm like not even really horny. I do it just to get out of the fucking way, and that's when my day goes on. Just how it is.
And I always remind my friends who've gone through this because I've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because these men just literally know you are better than them. And they would rather keep you as a friend because they get to still be in your world and they still get to feel good about themselves because they get to be like, well, she still considers me a friend. I still get to experience parts of her life, but I get to do it on my own terms without always feeling bad about myself. And it's not an excuse and we shouldn't tolerate it. I think it really contextualizes why a lot of these instances happen. They're lost. We don't want to fuck with that.
What? Men think that we're better than them? Better than what? What? You're not even the same fucking gender. Like, you're different. There's nothing to be better of. Do you lift more weights than me? Well, no. Can you keep a fucking actual good job and not be such a priss at the workplace and get fired all the damn time? Well, no. Then what the fuck do you mean you're better? Yeah, you live in an apartment that you buy nickel dime shit from a dollar store from, or whatever. Don't know the contents of this person. And you're always fucking broke as fuck, but you want to go on TikTok and complain. Because you add views. And you think if you get a couple million views in that, you can get, a couple $1,000s from that, and you can get a little bit of money in that, you don't spend it all on stupid shit. Yeah.
That is literally them being cowards and being unable to actually want to grow and then be one day good enough for you. Instead, they want to cower away and still have the easy way out while tapping into you again when it's convenient.
What the hell, young thing? OMG, I can't believe this Colleen is having a meltdown. Now, this video is pretty special, and I'm going to explain why. I am 90% confident that my more experienced viewers who are on here have already figured out and already know what I'm about to say after seeing this video. For my
Bitch,
younger
you crazy.
viewers, let me put you onto some game here. You see, the reason this Colleen is freaking out and keeps saying that, oh, guys who are in friendship with women and grew and all that stuff, and they took advantage of women and now they can't commit. No. That's not what's happening here. What's happening here is very simple. You see, this girl and other women like her kept guys in the friend zone for a long time as a backup plan. That's what happened. And she said she did the friendship transition to relationship. In other words, she was in another relationship. It probably already happened or happened recently. And she tried to transition from that relationship into the friend to get a relationship out of that guy. So then she started shacking up with a friend that she kept on her backup bench. And what the guy did, he did what he had been waiting for years. Sure, I'm going to give you a master tour of Pound Town. Took her home, apologized her through the mattress, basically treated her like a rental car. And she's a...
Treat that bitch like a rental car. You know, dirty, but I can spit shine you real good. Yeah, I'll get you in the bed. We'll do what we gotta do and get the fuck out. Oh my god, you're emotionally abusing me. Well, you can come back and you can emotionalize on my fucking cock then. And don't say women don't do it, because I know personally they fucking do it. Oh my god, you have to do it. And they have no morality, no honor in themselves. Basically, they don't respect men. Then, what's the biggest thing about disrespecting men? You have sex with them. They believe they think it's disrespecting men by sitting there like, keeping them on a waiting list. I have more power than you because I got a bunch of dudes. And you talk to a bunch of fucking ugly ass loser fucking dudes and you just pick the pile of shit out of the fucking gold nuggets you might find every now and again. But gold nugget guys are actually attractive that they eventually learn, are like, yeah, fuck you. You're not worth shit. You're a rental car.
Said that he didn't purchase. He just returned it to the rental company. Here you go. Bam. I'm staying single. I mean, we're FWBs at best now. I'm not going to commit to you. Why should I? And this is why she's coping with the, oh, I built you up. I did this and that. Yeah, sure. Female friends build up their friends. Oh, let me guess. He owes you everything. The man that he became, which you didn't go through the experience, the money that he made, that you didn't earn, everything that he has, he owes it to you somehow. And you're just giving a warning because, oh, he knows he doesn't deserve me. That's a major cope. I mean, Colleen, if he doesn't deserve you, why are you complaining? Just let it go, keep on going, and to the next one. But that's not what happened. What happened was you were sure that he was going to slide in to become your backup. And then you found out, oh no, he's been in the friend zone so long, he's been RP'd. He acted like your normal Chad, who cracked my taco, left a sour cream deposit, and didn't want anything else with me. All I can say is, welcome to dating on a harder setting, Colleen, because it's going to happen more often than not. Moving on.
Dating in 2025 is hard, as it is, right? Little bit of context. I just turned 47 years old.
Damn you!
I had bariatric surgery back in 2023. Speaking about that, in 2024, I decided to go back into the dating scene, and I was down, like, I would say 50, 60, the most 70 pounds. When I had the bariatric surgery, I was 340 something pounds.
Damn!
348 to be exact.
At least you're being upfront with it. Damn! 240-pound woman? Ah, big ass bitch. At least she's been upfront with it.
Ammo, all those things that help you not die.
Damn, that's a big bitch. That's crazy.
Today, I weighed 195 at my doctor's office. I had a follow-up, right? But a
April 17th this year, 2025, I had the first reconstruction surgery after the bariatric surgery, right? And I was dating this guy on and off, like on and he travels a lot,
I'm sure he
and
does.
it was a convenience dating him because he was not on my case all the time, because he travels a lot for work, especially internationally. He's a tall chocolate man. He's 6'4", almost 6'5", an engineer. Also make good money. Um, I have the